From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for September 19th, 2016. I hope you had a great weekend and are ready to get started trading this week. In today's video, I'm going to do a general overview, of course, of each of the U.S. currency pairs in anticipation of this week's trading, and I'm going to highlight some of the key levels to watch as we look for entry and exit opportunities throughout the week. We have a relatively quiet news calendar for the day today here on a Monday, which is fairly typical. However, this week's calendar is full of events that may trigger some volatility, especially as we go into Wednesday with the FOMC news. And you'll want to be sure to check your financial calendars for the latest releases. Let's go ahead and dive right into the market here on the USDCHF, the dollar franc. On the daily time frame, we've been studying this larger range on the black box on the chart. The market's been bouncing around in this black box basically all year long since the beginning of 2016. In the past week or so, we've been basically in the middle of that range. The black box, we've been smack in the middle of it. There's a blue box on the far right-hand side of the chart in the middle, and you can see we've been spinning some congestion there. 100 period moving average, just kind of toying around with it for the past couple of weeks. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit here. There's the blue box, there's the congestion here. We right now see some bullish price action. The sentiment seems to be a little bullish right now. The market pushing through the top of the blue box, challenging the green shaded area. Now, if it's going to continue to go higher, we want a good clear breakout of this green zone. We've seen multiple times where the market pressured through this green shaded area, didn't continue to go higher and turn around and went back down. You look back here with this little red circle. Let me see if I can pull that out a little bit here. Make it a little bit bigger. Red circle over here on the left-hand side. You can see the market pushed above it and then turned right back around and went back down, eventually getting above the green zone. But that's the key point that I'm trying to make today is we don't want a false breakout. We want a real breakout. If I take that red circle and just move it over here a little bit, and you can see a similar situation. It pushed above it, turned right back around and went back down. So if we're going to see this break this green zone, 98.15, 9800 or so, we need a confident push through there, and then we look for it to continue to go higher to the purple zone or the orange zone or maybe even the blue zone at the very top of the range. Otherwise, by the end of day today, if it gets back underneath 98, back into the 97.90 level or under the green zone, we might be looking for this to turn around and go back down. So keep things to watch for the larger time frame on the daily there. 4-hour time frame, we can see it challenging higher. Look back here the last time we were in this period of congestion. Of course, we need to get above that. We need to stay above 98, stay above that congestion. 9800 to 9815 is that area that I'm going to be watching today. If we can stay above there, sort of where we are right now, but a little bit higher, then I think we're going to look for the market to continue to go up. Again, like I said, it needs to stay above here to go higher or break back underneath here to go lower. Currently, the market is a little bit bullish, so I would probably focus in on that direction for the day today on the dollar franc. Moving on over to the euro dollar. Similar yet opposite scenario. If I zoom it out real quick here to the weekly time frame, 2014 clear downtrend, 2015 and 16 been stuck in this red box on the weekly time frame. Take it down to the daily. There's that red box, larger top to bottom of the chart. We've been rising along the blue trend line over the past few weeks, but we've been challenging it as well. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time here on the daily. Actually, a couple of times. Congestion, blue box here just between the yellow and the orange zone. Last week we saw the breakout underneath there. 100 period moving average challenging the pink shaded area right now. 111.60, 111.80 is the area that we're challenging right now. If it can stay under this pink zone, which again is very similar yet opposite of the franc. If it stays under here, we look for the continuation lower to the next support, which will be the green zone. You can see that right here is the next support. That's 111.25. So under 111.60.80, that's the pink zone. We go down to 111.25, 111, or even lower. The risk here is that it turns back around and starts going back above 111.80 and starts to work its way back up towards the 100 period moving average and the 112 level. So the pink zone is going to be critical for the day today. 4-hour time frame, again, doesn't really change it, but definitely look at how the market has pushed underneath there, rallied back into it. As long as it's within and under there, I think that's the direction to focus your efforts on. Again, the risk is a break above 111.80. So focus on selling and looking to target the green zone. The risk is the break back above the pink shaded area today for the euro dollar. Moving over to the GBP USD, again, since the Brexit news, a bit of a range, the black box here. We've studied that in the live trade room over the past few weeks. Last week, let's just go ahead and zoom it in one time. Last week, we saw the market significantly fall on Friday from the 1.3200s all the way down into the 1.2990 level. Now making a little bit of a rebound back to 1.3050, the orange shaded area. So that's an interesting area, orange zone, 3050 to 3080. You go back here, you see support here, you see congestion and support here. You see bottom of this blue box on the left hand side, you see support into the orange zone. So that orange zone is our critical decision point for the day today. Staying within and underneath the 3050 to 3080 level, we potentially look for the continuation of the bearish momentum. Only a breakout back above that orange zone, 1.3080, do we look for it to go back up again. So orange zone critical for the day today. 4-hour time frame, again, there it is, rallying back into the orange zone. We've seen it do those rallies and fall-offs a couple of times over the past few weeks. Take a look right here. There's a little rally to the pink zone and then a fall. We see a rally to the green zone and then a fall. So here we are once again within the pattern, rally to the orange zone. So for the day today, under the orange zone, more likely you're looking to go short than you are to go long underneath that orange zone. Just doesn't give you confidence to buy under support, just like here the green zone and the pink zone. So within and under 3050 to 3080, I think for the intraday you're looking for a short opportunity back down to 1.3000 or lower in the direction of the current trend and momentum. This pullback, really simply looking at that as a pullback. The only reason to go long at this point would probably be either back in the purple zone or back above the orange shaded area for the GBP USD. Take it over here to the USD CAD, US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Again, trend on the left, not too hard to see. Since then, the black box, we've been bouncing around inside that black box for several months, basically since May of this year, bouncing around in there. Probably most important, and we've studied this in the trade room, is that we're at the top of that range, top of that period of congestion here. You see the blue box here, the market finding resistance, and that became a reversal point. We're in that same similar area, aren't we? Right there into that 1.3200 level up to the 3250-60 level, the green zone at the top of the chart. Take a look. Here it was reversal, went down. It could be reversal. We're definitely watching for evidence and clues to that, but definitely watching for resistance here. Very discouraged about going long into that resistance because last time it reversed from here. Take it on down to the 4-hour time frame and take a look at the price action. We challenged it, we bounced off. We challenged it, we bounced off. For the most part, if we're looking for the continuation of reversal, continuation lower, and I think today I'm going to shift this around a little bit. Let's take this yellow zone and pull it up just a little bit closer to this. And we'll call that 3130, 3150. And you can see over the past several days finding resistance, or sorry, support right there. Where the resistance is at the red circle, we're finding support there now. If we're going to see this go lower and reverse, it needs to break down 3130, 1.3130. Breaking that, we start to look for a reversal here again for the Uscad. I might bring that out maybe even a little bit deeper. Let's make that closer towards, let's get it closer towards 3125 or so, 3125, in that area, give or take 4 or 5 pips. But 3125, 3130, it needs to break down through there if we're going to see it go lower. If it can't do that, we might see another rebound higher. Again, for the Uscad, we might adjust the orange shaded area later today in the live trade room as well. But for the most part, right now it's bearish. If it breaks the yellow zone, look for this to start looking lower again for the Uscad. US yen, we also have some news out of the BOJ this week as well for the US yen, so you'll want to watch that midweek this week. Long-term downtrend, blue trend line, not too hard to see that. We've been in a downtrend. We're going to need some significant evidence of reversal if we're ever going to take a buy right now. For the most part, I think going short is still the main focus here for the US yen. Take it in, zoom it in a couple of times here on the daily time frame. Look at this. We've been stuck inside this black box for a couple of weeks now. Again, selling, if you're looking to go short and sell this currency pair, there's really the best opportunities to do that, of course, are rallies to resistance or breaks of support. So right now, your closest resistance would be the yellow shaded area here inside the black box. A little bit further than that would be the green shaded area. We saw that challenged a couple of days ago. Next thing you'd look for the continuation lower would be the breakdown under the pink shaded area. That's 101.3560. So it needs to break that if it's going to go lower. Rallies to the yellow zone are resistance. If you're looking to buy it for whatever reason, we don't, again, we have BOJ information this week, FOMC, could be a very volatile week for the yen, US yen, but right now, if you're looking to buy it and for long-term reversal, the pink zone becomes a potential opportunity to that. Just know that if it breaks through there, you're looking for it to go lower. 4-hour time frame, again, you can see what's been happening over the past few days. Support. We're approaching that now. So again, I don't think I would go short now. It just doesn't make a lot of logical sense to go short into support, but definitely watching for support here, and a breakdown looks for it to go lower. Sellers are looking at the yellow zone or a break of the pink zone. Buyers are considering this pink zone. Interesting here, we have some rising lows along the blue trend line, falling highs along the top blue trend line. So we're in a bit of a consolidation or contraction pattern here, at least for the day today. With limited news for the day today, I would likely suspect support into 101.60 for the US yen today. Take it on over to the AUD USD. A couple of things we've been studying. Weekly time frame, of course, long-term downtrend. Not too hard to see that long-term weekly red trend line there. Take it down to the daily. There it is, peaking at the top of the chart, and you can see a couple of times challenging it and falling off of that red trend line. We're coming up again, maybe challenging that again here into the 75.80, 7600 level. We'll have to wait and see. If you're going to look for short opportunities and sells here on the AUD USD, closest possible to that red trend line obviously has been resistance the past couple of challenges there. Maybe a head and shoulders pattern developing here, but I think we need the breakdown of the support at 74.50 before we look for the continuation of that. Change of direction, of course, would be the break back above the red trend line. The last couple of highs here you see with the black trend lines, and we look for it to go higher. Let's go ahead and take it on down to the 4-hour time frame. Take a look at the rebound that we're having right now back above the yellow shaded area at the current moment. If you're looking to go short again, your best opportunities to go short are always going to be into resistance. So at this point, I would say 75.80, close to 7600 may be your very best opportunity into the pink shaded area if you're looking to go short on the Australian dollar. Don't really think that right now going short is a good idea as long as we're sitting on top of that yellow shaded area. Yellow shaded area was resistance, not too hard to see that, was support right here, was support into the red circle. So we know that the yellow zone's critical. Above it or below it, we go down to the orange zone. Above it, we could be looking for the market to head back up towards the pink zone as resistance into the mid to upper 7,500. So don't go short right now until we at least reach resistance or break back underneath the yellow shaded area. Potential to go long, yeah, it does exist here. I'd say somewhere around 75.30 to 75.10. 75.30, 75.10 becomes your support right now. That's, again, the yellow shaded area. If you're looking to go long, at least get close to that because you know your risk is a breakout underneath the yellow shaded area. If you're looking to go short, again, I think getting closer to the pink shaded area up here, 76, 75, 80, maybe even bringing that down just a little bit more towards the 75 level or so, but we'll leave it at 80. 75, 75, 75, 60, as close as possible to that would likely be your next opportunity to go short for the Australian dollar. Moving on to the New Zealand dollar. Some other things here. Long-term trend has been up. Mid-term trend, the red trend line, was up as well, but we've broken underneath there. See the blue box, the black box, the red trend line at the very top right-hand corner. We have pushed underneath all of that. Take it in, zoom it in. You can see that now. We're back inside this period of congestion. Look at the pink zone at the top of the black box and the blue box, truthfully. Look at that pink zone up there at the top. You can see what's been happening over the past several weeks. Resistance, resistance, one challenge higher, we're back underneath it as resistance. So as long as it's under that pink zone, I don't think that this is a good opportunity to go long. The only reason you would go long at this point would be a push back above that pink shaded area and the 73.55 level, the pink shaded area. It needs to get through there if you're going to go long. Right now, it's very likely that we would look for intraday resistance and reversal from the 75.25, 55 level, sorry, 73.25, 73.55, the pink shaded area, because of the historical resistance we've seen there. Take it down to the 4-hour time frame. Getting down here, you can see again, nothing really new here. Look at the resistance back here, resistance here, resistance here. We're coming back into it today as resistance. So the closer you can get, 73.25, 73.55 into that maybe getting close to 30 or 40 gives you your best risk reward opportunity. You know that the risk is a break above the pink shaded area, so get as close as possible to that if you're looking to go short. Looking to go long, I think there's only really one reason to go long, and that's the breakout above 73.55 for the New Zealand dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.